Cabin log, Ourdate 04/20/2026. That's kind of a neat little setup. It's a picnic table and a suitcase. And this is an old cooler. Old vintage cooler. Pretty neat. Picked that up yesterday. Got it running. Needs a belt for the mower deck. What else should I do? I did something else. I got all those I need to work on throughout the few weeks, whatever. Got this, which is really sweet. I gotta shut this off. Old Sansui with paperwork. Early 70s. Gotta check it out, see if it works. If it works, we're gonna try to sell it. Those things are going for up to 400 bucks online. I don't think that one's worth 400 bucks. It's got a lot of the lettering is worn off, and somebody just put some stickers on there. So that's not so good. But it looks to be in pretty good shape. But the big thing today that happened, that thing fired. I almost set up the tripod and got the old GoPro out. I haven't made a long video in a very long time. Almost got it out. But I basically hot wired it. And I don't know if this battery I have just doesn't have the amperage to push the starter, or what's going on. Might have a weak starter, don't know. But I pretty much have to use the battery charger on a 40 amp charge to get this thing to spin over, so it kind of sucks. But I seated the plugs in it, adjusted the valves. Been talking about doing that forever. Wired up the ignition. I wish I had the points here because they were flat worn out. I got them to kind of work, but it was so worn out that the little plastic, what do you call it, that rides on the lobe, on the points, it was just so worn out that it wasn't able to lift up properly. So I ended up, the guy I got this from had another set that he took out of his old Massey. Put them in, set the gap, check the coil had spark, check the plugs had spark. Didn't have the carburetor on yet, which I do now, but I didn't try to get it started anymore since then. Gave it a shot of starting fluid, and it fired immediately. That is such good news. That is great news. And then I was trying to take the bolts out of this. You can't see it, it's flipped over on the other side. Broke the bolt off. Yay. So I got to deal with that now. So I'll get it flipped back around, pulled loose, Uh, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna have to take it off to drill it out. I'm gonna have to take it off. Well, I don't know if I actually have to take it off or not. Possibly could get a jack under here and take the front end off, maybe. I don't know. That doesn't sound any easier, honestly. But yeah, every time I get one thing going, I got to deal with another thing. But it fired. It fired. And quite honestly, even if I don't get, well, I still got to get the belt on. I don't know. There is a very slim possibility. I'll just take all this stuff off for now. Worry about it later. And just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be a bear getting that done. And I need to. I have to get that apart. Getting it apart's not a problem. But getting that old bolt out is going to be a huge problem. And I quit. I quit because if if it twisted that one off that easily, me trying to get the other two off is just, I've got to, I have to. Even if I cut them off, I have to take them off because I need to get that belt on there. I can run it without the PTO. I don't need the PTO unless I've got the loader on it. So I can get this thing going. It's just a shame because the loader is the biggest reason I got this. But anyway, it fired. It fired. I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change out the oil. Get the radiator in here. I'm going to have to get that loose first so I can get a belt on it. Get the radiator in here and try to get it running because I had to set the valves while it was cold. And you're not supposed to set them cold, you're supposed to set them hot. I actually made the gap a little wider just to be on the safe side. I did it each one 2/1000ths wider. Obviously, it's enough to make it start. Once I get it warmed up, I can readjust them. It's that simple. So, and it takes 3 damn hands to adjust these valves and just adjust the tappets. It's crazy. It's weird. I've never had, because you've gotta um, hold the lifter itself. You gotta hold the lifter, unlock the locking nut, back it off, and then adjust from the top, which is basically just a bolt. And then when you get it where you want, you gotta, again, hold the lifter, hold the adjustment, and then lock the locking nut. If you don't do that, it will never adjust correctly. It was a pain in the ass, but I got it, and it fired. It fired. I cannot overemphasize how happy that makes me. even if I can't use the loader, it gives me a running tractor. So, and it's just a matter of time before I get the loader going, and hopefully I don't forget how everything goes back together. And that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Bumbling Fool signing off.